My name is Alan Roberts. How is everybody doing this fine day? I hope everybody's having a great day. Certainly am. I hope everybody has a great weekend. No better time to start your coaching, by the way, than right now. You can get your coaching right here. This is a 6-month block. Oh, that's not it. That is actually something very important to one of my projects that if you guys would have had, you would have known what my project was. And I can't tell you what my project is until the project is ready to go. But here you go. Here is the 6-month Cyber Monday deal. We are doing it all week long. So please do take us up on this offer. This is $199 for 6 months of coaching, daily communication, weekly video conferences on our app. We have many, many upgrades to the app about to happen. Many, many. It's going to make coaching people so much more effective. It's insane. I cannot wait for it. So please do check that out. We're going on a 4-page essay while watching. Go to it. Let's see what we got here. Saying hello to everybody. Like Review Tech USA. I haven't looked at one of Richard's videos in a long time. I do know I interviewed him at one point in time many years ago, and then when COVID hit, he got very, very upset at me for being right because he was a fat ass and was terrified about a cold, which he should have been because he's a fucking fat ass. And then he was MFing me and shit like that, like as if I give a fuck about what some fat ass fucking thinks about me, right? Like I've got this theory, like, you know, if you are over 300 pounds, your opinion about me doesn't fucking matter at all, whatsoever. If you can't look directly down and see your dick as a man, I could not give a fuck what your opinion is as a man. I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. Unless you're one of the world's strongest man competitors or a power lifter that is, nationally ranked, and you can't look down and directly see your penis when you look down naked, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. At all whatsoever. Same goes for fat women too. Like I couldn't give a fuck. Like why would I give a fuck? My opinion is you hurt yourself with food every fucking day, and that's where we end on. But anyway, I do hope Richard, nothing but the best for Richard though. I hope he fucking gets some psychological help and loses hundreds of fucking pounds and understands that he's an idiot. Anyway, nice catching another live. Thank you very much. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I think everybody needs to understand. Like this is something that I think people need to grasp, right? Because I'm not sure why people don't get this, why people don't think this is a true thing. But obese Americans, like morbidly obese Americans, are the most privileged fucking demographic on the goddamn planet. Like, if we want to talk about privilege, people talk about white privilege, people talk about male privilege. Obese people have privilege like no other demographic on the whole fucking planet. And just follow along with me because it's not that hard. First of all, most other countries, you do not even have the access to food to become morbidly obese. Most countries, the only people that are obese are wealthy fucking people. The fact that we have people on SNAP benefits that are morbidly obese, let alone a predominance of them, that is a fucking problem. That means you are privileged. The daily intake of the average morbidly obese person is somewhere around 3,500 to 4,000 calories. Don't let anybody fucking lie to you like, I don't eat barely at all and I can't lose weight. Shut the fuck up. You're a liar. You eat 3,500 to 4,000 calories on the average as a morbidly obese person. If your BMI is above 40, shut the fuck up. You are gorging yourself. We all know this. The global average is about half of that. You eat twice as much food as the global average as an American morbidly obese person. Fucking privilege. Privilege. It's out and out privilege, right? So let's see here. 60% of the U.S. calories come from ultra-processed foods. By the way, ultra-processed foods are literally subsidized with other taxpayer money. So the majority of the diet that is eaten by morbidly obese people is substantiated by the taxes of people that might not even eat that way. So for real, fucking privilege. Zero hunger risk. With SNAP and food stamps ensures calories, there's zero hunger risk. That's fucking privilege. Privilege, right? Let's see here. The life expectancy hack. Now, I know this is crazy, but here's where medical and pharmaceutical science has gotten to be much, much better. They don't cure shit, but they can keep a 450-pound person alive longer than they did before because normally this person would not survive long. But we are able to keep them alive, into their like early 60s sometimes. And that's a fucking miracle of medical science. Like, miracle. Let's see. Pharma escape hatch. They have a GLP-1s and all this bullshit. It's literally, we all pay for that too, because now that that's on insurance and paid for by Medicaid and Medicare, everybody takes part in the unfattening of people who have no personal responsibility and refuse to stop gluttoning themselves. Reality exists. So there's been mandates that have required planes to have wider seats because fat fucking people, right? There's also the weird protection that people get in some areas, like fatphobia in Michigan is policed at universities. Airlines need to accommodate culture, like body positivity market was $20 billion per year. Think about that. All these people bitch about the diet industry being like I've heard terms anywhere from $20 to $70 billion. The body positivity market is over $20 billion as of this year, 2025. Just people saying you can be healthy when you're fat is a market that has made $20 billion. There should be zero market for telling people that it's okay to be fat. Zero market. Because once again, it's bad for you. Like, completely bad for you. Healthcare. Obesity adds 2,505 person per year. Class 3 provides 5,000 extra per year. The total is 1.4 trillion direct and another 1.24 trillion indirect in productivity loss. So the government is $4.1 trillion over the course of the last several years. It is insane. The annual cost to society for obesity, including all of these things, loss of productivity, everything like that, is $2.6 trillion motherfucking dollars to America. It's insane. Ultra-processed food, 60% of daily calories, drive up inflation. Cheap junk, 50% of Whole Foods. Low income, pivot to UPFs. It's all part of the fucking plan. And let's see. Morbidly obese Americans embody peak privilege. Caloric kings in the world. In the world. Propped up by tech and tolerance. The Lancet warns that in 2025, UPF-driven obesity syndemic with climate change could cost $18 trillion globally by 2060, which is ridiculous. But all of this, while absolutely knowing, it's not even a question. We absolutely motherfucking know that it's bad for you. Right? The denial of it is insane. It's insane. I wish we could not joke about it. I wish we could, but it is a joke. Like, that's the thing. It's a complete joke at this stage. We have people literally gluttoning themselves to death, getting paid for it on social media, and people are just like, oh, leave them alone. Fuck that, motherfuckers. Fuck that. Leave them alone. First of all, it is horrible to see somebody that is in danger and just ignore it. Now, I know people are like, well, then you should be nice. No, the fuck you shouldn't. No, the fuck you shouldn't. If none of you have ever dealt with anybody with addiction in the fucking real world, pay attention, right? Coddling them 9 times out of 10 doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. After you shake them awake, literally, not physically, but after you get them to woken up, then you can be like, all right, we got this. Let's fucking do this. But if your buddy is drunk off his ass every single night, he's losing everything. He's losing his health. He's losing his family. He's losing everything like that. He's lost mobility because he can't even fucking get up in the day. If he is hurting himself via alcohol, you are not going to be like, hey, man, I really wish you'd stop, because he doesn't give a fuck. He's in the throes of addiction. You have to be like, motherfucker, stop that shit now. You're a fucking drunk. Get your fucking shit together. And then when they say, well, help me, then you fucking help them. But it is not anybody's responsibility to tell a morbidly obese person, stop gluttoning yourself. We should say that, and I do often, but it is actually the morbidly obese person's job to stop. People should be as direct as possible. Your fat ass needs to lose motherfucking weight. If people were more direct like that, if they were more directed about their actual thoughts, if we didn't do this whole candy coating bullshit thing, then we would be much, much, much better off. Much better off. But instead, we pretend like there's not a problem with being fat as fuck. We pretend there's not a problem with eating 60% of your total daily calories in ultra-processed food-like products, when we know that even eating a predominance of 20% of them over time has a serious negative effect on your cognitive abilities and your executive function and brain abilities. We know these things. We know that eating food like that makes you fatter. We know that eating food like that hurts your system, leaves you in a constant state of inflammation, causes neuroinflammation. Being fat causes neuroinflammation. These things are all known. It is science. And people are like, well, that's correlation, not causation. For those of you motherfuckers that say correlation, not causation, you just dismissed all of mental health care. All of it. All of it. All of it. And most of medical care, most of the allopathic medical community. You just dismissed it because it's all correlation, just about. It is all. So let's do some live conversation with all this shit. I have people very, very, very upset with me right now at Alan Roberts right here on Twitter. Please go, or X, whatever you want to call it. Please go follow me. Understand that I am going to keep posting shit that upsets people every single day until we change. Until we change, I'm going to fucking do my goddamn job. Wanting to find ways for my kids to eat breakfast and feel satiated. We do bananas typically, but trying to figure out what to do. Feed 4, 3, and 2-year-old quick, but not give them bioengineered foods and plastic. Eggs. Done. Eggs or meat. Done. I've asked many times to what do I do? But after I try to help, they usually don't want, because you tell them they actually have to fucking try hard. I've been there, done that. It is truly an intervention, and I truly thank you for and helping me realize that. You and Crystal are great with reality checks. Thank you very much. And she's talking about helping us through our coaching. Here is the link to get coaching. I highly suggest you get it now because very, very honestly, we are going to be changing this up. This is $199.99 for 6 months worth. And very, very, very just being as blunt as possible. When we launch this next project, $199.99 is going to be the monthly cost of our coaching. So please do check that out. I don't eat any upflips. I am fairly fit for a fatso. I can get up off the floor easily. If you're fat, you're not fit. If you're obese, if your waist to height ratio is above 0.6, you're not fit at all. I hope it's not, but I'm just saying you're not fit for a fat person. There's no such thing. You can't be obese and healthy. You cannot. Being morbidly obese is unhealthy 100% of the time, if for no other reason than gravity and the size of your heart exist. If some people are upset for you exposing the truth, then they are delusional and incompetent. I think what they're upset about is I'm calling these people pigs. And the people I'm calling pigs are people that literally video themselves with pig behavior. They're gluttoning themselves on camera and acting like it's perfectly fine. So, and you can do that. You have the freedom to do that, just like I have the freedom to point out that you are a fucking pig. I mean, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change what I do to accommodate people's fucking fifis. It's just not happening. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, done, done, done. The Trader Joe's Cookie Crisp video is a great example of pig behavior. It's disgusting. All of them. It's gross. Anybody that's telling me that to leave them alone, you fucking hate people. Like, I'm being way nicer to these pigs because that's what they're showing themselves to be. Pigs. I'm being much nicer to them than anybody that's telling me to leave them alone. Anybody. It's like saying, like, oh, let the alcoholic drink himself to death. Don't intervene. Don't intervene. That's crazy. It's wild how I see so many dog owners saying my dog can't have red meat because of some allergy. Like, what the fuck? That's pretty crazy. My waist to height ratio recently hit 0.55. Still a long way to go, but I'm happy. That's awesome. On the way down, let's fucking get it. Let's get it. Get that under 0.5 this year. It took me a long time to realize that my mom was trying to help me and not the other way around. Good for you. I'm glad you realized it because it does take a long time. It does. Crystal had to fucking wake me the fuck up. Crystal fucking dropped the, don't you want to spend a long life with me? And I was like, God damn. I fucking, like, that was like a virtual punch right in the fucking face. I changed that goddamn day. And I've been watching your videos since I was a freshman in high school. God damn. Thanks for fucking aging me. And now I'm going to be a senior next year. You are the big reason why I started lifting. That's awesome, Ian. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep it up. Stay healthy. My waist to height ratio is 0.75. Wow, you should be upset with yourself. You very much should be. And you're the one that said that you're pretty fit. No, the fuck you're not. You're unhealthy as fuck, and you're a burden upon society. Like, and I'm not being. This is not me being mean. That's me telling you the goddamn truth. The truth is, if you have a waist to height ratio of 0.75, that means your waist in circumference is 75% as big as you are fucking tall. That's pathetic, unhealthy, and it's your fault. Those are all real things. That's just the truth. It's not me being mean to you. That is just me telling you the goddamn truth. You did that to yourself by consistently gluttoning yourself day after 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 month after month after year after year after year. You did that shit. It's your fault. Nobody else's. It's not your genetics. It's not the environment. It's your fucking choices. I just helped you with the truth. Assimilate that. And I believe you are the person that called yourself pretty fit earlier. Stop lying to yourself, fat ass, because you are in big trouble. 0.75 as your waist to height ratio. That is fucking bad. Stop kidding yourself. You are in no way fit at all, whatsoever. You are hurting yourself, and it makes me worry for you that you in any way could get the fuck, even type that shit out that you think you're fit and fat. You are not. You are very fucking sickly. It is very bad for you. I hope if you don't change that you won't miss your feet because they're going to be gone. Anyway, the powers that have created an issue with infecting ticks with the Lyme disease are now making it where you can be deadly allergic to beef. That's fucking crazy. Somebody should get punished for that. I almost said something that would get me kicked off. I love what you and Crystal do. You two have helped me more than anyone in years, plus family, of course. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it. One more time, that's through our coaching right here. Bang. Go ahead and grab that. Get going on it right now. We only have so many slots available, and we are not. I mean, we are going to be changing these prices. I cooked 2 chicken breasts ate one for lunch. Going to eat the other for dinner. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, seriously. That's got to be, I mean, either a troll or fucking delusional. But I got to be honest with you. A lot of these people are just fucking delusional. Like, they're just fucking delusional. They really, really are, you know? 1 second. One more second. All right. Let's see it. See it. All right. Here we go. I think I just found a big error on the project I was working on. Anyway. .68 is still fat as fuck. Just saying. You're still in massive trouble and you're definitely not fit. At all. I'm allergic to beef, but it was never for a tick bite. It makes me volatile. I'm sorry to hear that. I love fucking red meat. God damn. I was an owl for a long time. It was hard to admit the change needed to happen. Maybe that's what's going on with that guy. Very likely. Very likely. Any cool stress relief activity ideas? That's really something, and that's a great question because stress management is a huge part of hunger management. If you want to live hunger free and happy, just like my book and some other projects coming up, if you want to manage your hunger, you do need to manage your stress to a great degree. I personally do things like research. I'll play like a handheld game occasionally. Just talk to the wife. Got to be real. I love watching music videos and music video reactions. It's not something I think I should ever pick up doing, but I love watching music videos and music video reactions. Besides that, a few TV shows my wife and I watch. I read a decent amount. I haven't read a good book for pleasure in a while, but I do read other stuff. Like I read survival stuff and everything like that a lot. So I hope all of you understand. Stress is very important to manage. I would suggest at least start off with a walk, those sorts of things. But I got to get to a few other questions here real quick. What the hell makes it easy? I know what I put in my mouth. First pair of 27-28 jeans. Yeah, fuck yeah, good for you. Not trolling. I just can't afford to help. You can always afford to eat less. Stop that shit. First of all, my coaching prices are insanely low, and I mean fucking insanely low. I just gave everybody a deal for $199.99 for 6 fucking months. That is insanely goddamn low for daily communication, weekly video conferences. And on top of that, you get use of our app, everything like that. Fucking insanely low. So stop that shit. Secondly, you don't need any help. You just need to eat fucking less calories. And that is on you. You do it. Stop acting like I wish I could afford help. You can always, you know what you can do to afford help? Eat less food. Use that money to get help. How about that? It's so fucking easy, right? Or just eat less food, eat less calories, I should say, and save the fucking money. Or spend the same amount of money on food, just less calories by having whole foods instead of the junk you've been shoving into your fucking mouth. Stop that shit. Stop it. Stop it. You sound weak as fuck. Just, again, a truth you need to hear. Is there another method similar to waist to height ratio? My husband was blown up spinal fusion at waist level, so he lost loss of height and his muscle skin also fills in space that was once stretched. I do not know. I can't even speak to that, and I'm so sorry to hear about your husband, but I can't really even speak to that and be like realistic. If he has loss of height, you could possibly, if his waist is still normalized, you could use his previous height. But if his waist also has issues, because I couldn't understand what you're saying from the spinal fusion to waist level, so loss of height and his muscle skin also fills in that space that once was stretched. I don't understand that necessarily. So I'm thinking that maybe that should be much more of a like medical determination than what I could possibly give. So I mean literally if the waist is normal, I would use his old height. If not, I would consult the doc. What's your water mixture that you make for electrolytes? Right now I'm using Celtic sea salt in like 2 of my water bottles a day. The gym is stress management free. Good for you. I haven't been happier since I started going. It is a part of my day where nobody needs anything from me. That's awesome. Good for you. I really want to move away from social media and all the brain rot and go back to school, hobbies, books, etc. I highly suggest that. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Jill, that's a very good waist to height ratio. You should be very, very, very happy with it. Your prices are already seriously low. I hear you. It's wild when people are like, I can't afford it. Like, okay, but their prices can't be lower. It's like $33 a month. Yeah, seriously. By the way, it absolutely pays many times over, pays for itself in the food you save. Many times over. And this is true. I give away free tips all the time. I won't charge you more. Don't worry about it. You're grandfathered in, but once the switch is made, like this, we'll be sending something on the app probably likely today for everybody to understand. So don't worry about that. I can accurately measure waist because of extra skin and muscle. I can't accurately measure his waist because extra skin and muscle. I don't know what this. I honestly couldn't give you another one. I would just maybe go by body fat percentage, but I don't even I don't know his condition. I don't want to keep speaking on it because I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. And I'm not trying. It's not me trying to avoid it. I just. Yes, I figured that was as close as I could get. Thank you. Doing a carnivore diet allows you to eat until you are comfortably full, as Dr. Barry says. Also, eating fat doesn't make you fat. Exactly. I just realized my BMI went down more than 4. I still have lots to go, but progress is amazing. And my current at waist to height ratio is 0.54. That is fucking great. You're moving on the way down. That is fucking great. Keep going. Focus on the basics. Don't worry that much. Like, only get that waist to height ratio. Only take a waist measurement like once a month, maybe. Focus on the hydration, the sleep, the stress relief, the mindful eating of food, the minimization of ultra processed foods. If you can minimize ultra processed food, you are winning. You are winning. You will be less hungry because the foods that are designed to make you more hungry, you will not be ingesting as much. If you stick as far away from ultra-processed foods as possible, you will, in fact, be healthier. And don't get me wrong, occasionally if you want to have something, fine, but plan that indulgence out. We have something coming for all of this stuff, by the way. People can't afford enough to do your program. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. To be honest, I didn't buy the coaching, but using Nomo has killed my hunger cravings. Great fucking job. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Some are speculating that the new celebrity weak, frail look is being pushed due to future food shortage or a change in our eating forced habits. I don't know. Possibly. I'm going to grow my own shit anyway. My mom is like this, asking why I pay, but it's the structure and program that gives me the discipline. I mean, daily communication, weekly video conferences. We ask you what you're doing. We help you plan out your events. If you have a problem with food, if you've had a problem with food, you normally have impulse problems. You need to plan that shit out. But thank you very much. I lost 60 pounds in 10 weeks. I was drinking whole milk and using butter on my veggies. Good for you. I have to do better. I never eat ultra-processed foods and almost no grains. You're a liar. If your waist-height ratio is 0.68, unless that's a new thing, because your waist-height ratio didn't get to 0.68 by not eating that shit. Don't lie. Thanks. I didn't know there was a specific measurement that you used for water. Very good. All right, folks. I might be back later. I doubt it, but I might be back tomorrow. We'll see. I hope everybody has a phenomenal fucking day. My name is Alan Roberts. And here is where you can get my coaching. One last final time. Please take us up on this because, again, probably by the end of the weekend, these prices are no longer going to be ever available ever again. I hope everybody has a great day. My name is Alan Roberts. Whoop. Let's do this. For being in your program for the last 2.5 months, I've lost 30 pounds and 5.5 inches off my waist. That's what we do, motherfuckers. That's what we do. Great job. You did that shit. Great job. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great day. We'll be back. Goddamn.